What do you think is the backbone of any thriving society? Could it be the bustling metropolis with its gleaming skyscrapers, or perhaps the intricate networks of roads and bridges that crisscross the landscape? Yes, you've got it. It's infrastructure, the silent workhorse that keeps society moving. However, beneath the veneer of prosperity in developed nations like the United States and Canada, a crisis is brewing. Aging infrastructure, once the pride of these nations, is now a ticking time bomb. Bridges, highways, and water treatment plants that were built decades ago are showing signs of wear and tear. The American Society of Civil Engineers, in its 2021 report, gave U.S. infrastructure a disappointing grade of C, a clear indicator of the crisis at hand. Canada, too, is grappling with a similar predicament. But the problem doesn't just stop at aging infrastructure, it's compounded by underinvestment and political gridlock. Infrastructure bills, often the need of the hour, are stalled due to political wrangling. This leaves critical projects in limbo and widens the already staggering $2.6 trillion investment gap that the US is set to face over the next decade. Beyond physical structures, there's a technological lag in digital infrastructure. High-speed internet, cybersecurity, and data networks, all crucial for a country's progress, are often found lacking, especially in rural areas. This digital divide hampers the potential of many communities. Add to this the looming threat of climate change, with extreme weather events straining the existing infrastructure. Rising sea levels pose a significant risk to coastal cities. The need of the hour is to invest in climate-resilient infrastructure. Equity and social justice also come into play in this complex scenario. Low-income communities bear the brunt of crumbling infrastructure with subpar schools, inadequate public transit, and lackluster healthcare facilities. But despair not. Every challenge presents an opportunity for change. Governments must allocate substantial funds for infrastructure. Public-private partnerships can help bridge funding gaps. Innovation in the form of renewable energy, electric vehicle charging stations, and smart grids can pave the way for a sustainable future. Community engagement is key. Citizens, being the primary beneficiaries, should have a say in decision-making. Their insights can lead to more effective solutions. The state of infrastructure in developed nations serves as a wake-up call. It's time to shift gears from short-term fixes to long-term visionary planning. The goal should be to rebuild not just the roads and bridges, but also trust, resilience, and a shared commitment to a better future. So stand up and support infrastructure improvements. They are not just about cement and steel, but about the very fabric of our society. The future of our communities depends on it. As we shine a spotlight on the developed nations, it's crucial to shift our focus to the developing nations too, where infrastructure development is a pressing issue. The landscape here is a stark contrast to that of the developed world, yet it is brimming with potential. Take, for instance, the rapid infrastructure development in countries like China and India. These nations are setting examples in terms of how to grow at an unprecedented pace. High-speed rail networks, expansive highways, and sprawling cities are just a few examples. However, these are the exceptions rather than the rule. Many communities, particularly those in underdeveloped regions, are still grappling with fundamental infrastructure needs. Access to clean water, reliable electricity, and basic transportation networks remain elusive for many. The lack of such basic infrastructure is not just an inconvenience, it's a barrier to economic growth, education, and healthcare. International aid and investment play a significant role here. Organizations like the World Bank, United Nations, and even private companies are stepping in to fund infrastructure projects. These initiatives are not just about constructing roads or bridges, but about empowering communities, boosting local economies, and improving quality of life. Raising awareness about the necessity of developing infrastructure in these communities is crucial for their growth and prosperity. It's important to remember that infrastructure is not just about the physical structures, but about the impact they have on people's lives. So as we champion change in developed nations, let's not forget about the developing world. Their need is great, but so is their potential. Together, we can build a more connected, more equitable world. As we've journeyed through the state of infrastructure in both developed and developing nations, we've seen the challenges, the opportunities, and the immense potential that exists. Now, we invite you to become a part of this conversation and help shape the future. This presentation is brought to you by the Royal Toronto family. Our mission is to foster communication and ignite dialogue on these crucial topics. We believe that the collective wisdom of humanity is our greatest asset in addressing these complex issues. We invite you to visit our website royaltoronto.org to learn more about these issues, join the conversation, and contribute to the global revolution. Whether you're an expert in the field, a concerned citizen, or simply curious, your voice matters. We believe that every perspective adds a unique piece to the puzzle. When we come together to share ideas, experiences, and solutions, we create a powerful force for change. So let's join hands to build a better world, a world where infrastructure serves as a bridge to equality, opportunity, and prosperity, a world where no community is left behind, a world where we all have a voice. Together we can make a difference. Together we can build the future we want.